What's going on, everybody? Today you can see from the title and the thumbnail, I picked up a new Glock today. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick unboxing so you guys can see what this is and what comes in it. It's a Glock, so it's gonna be just like all your other Glocks with the same stuff. So I'm not gonna, do it in depth, move the camera over here so you guys can see, what comes in your standard Glocks. I'm doing this just to go ahead and show you. Now I have modified this gun just so slightly since I bought it. I have not shot the gun yet, but I have done some things to it. This, of course, is not what comes with from the factory. So before we get any further into this video about the Glock 47, I just want to give a quick shout out to dsmgear.com. If you want to support the brand, support the channel, you can go to dsmgear.com and you can buy t-shirts and merch. I have quite a few options on there right now, but there is more to come. I'm expanding here soon. And not only do I have t-shirts and merchandise on there, but I also have drills that you guys can go download on your own and try them at home. Just print off on regular printer paper. And I also get asked all the time, what belt do I carry? And that is the Coors belt, which is on sale on my website right now. If you use code YouTube10 in all caps, that'll give you 10% off your order. And that's just a little thank you to you guys for supporting the channel, for being on here, so you can see that code and go on there and get 10% off your purchase. Let's go ahead and get, of course, your spare mag and your speed loader and your other spare mag. Comes with 3 mags in total. Let's take the one that's out of the gun out. So there's your 3rd mag. It's gonna come with your back straps with your beaver tail. I personally just don't like these and don't use them, but they come in there anyways. This is one of my big problems with this gun. Is this, of course, is the Gen 5 MOS. This is the newest Glock that has came out, and they only had the nerve to give us one MOS plate, which is the best one out of the pack. It fits the most. It is the RMR plate, but there's still other red dots out there that people run that cannot fit the Type 2 plate. So why not just do what you've done with all the other MOS models and give us the 4-pack instead of people having to go and buy it? That's one of my big problems with this gun already out of the box. Is yes, this is the one that I will be using, but not everybody is going to be using the same RMR or the Hollison 508, 509 like I am. So it's definitely my first problem coming straight out of the box. Other than that, you of course have your Youth Handgun Safety Act notice. Get that out of the way. What else comes in here? And your important safeguards. This is going to be like your safety manual, all your safety precautions, stuff like that. It does come with a lock. I took the lock out because it was hard to fit inside of the box with everything. But the next thing that we got is, of course, there's little holders for both of them in the packaging. Okay, I don't know if all Glocks came like that. I just now realized that, like, the unjamming rod and the cleaning rod, they have little spaces in the box that fits for them. Like, there's little holders in them. I don't know if all Glocks have done that. I've not realized with any of my other Glocks. But of course you have your cleaning rod and your brush. That's, of course, everything that all of the Glocks are going to come with. Like I said, my main problem was just the MOS plate not coming. Let me go ahead and get this stuff back in the box, get it out the way, because I know what you guys came for and what you guys are wanting to see. With that out of the way, we have the new Glock 47. If you don't know already, the 47, the mindset behind it, this is not like the 48 and the 43 slimline. This is not like them at all. This is, right now as is, this is the same size as a Glock 17. Everything is exactly the same, but if you notice, the frame stops right here before the slide though, and that is because you can take this slide off and put a standard 19 slide on, just a regular 19 slide, and you will have a Glock 45 or a 19X, same idea. You will have the full size grip with the shorter slide. And that, of course, is what a lot of people prefer. A lot of people like to have more to hold on to with not so much hanging down in their pants whenever they're concealed carrying. I am actually the opposite, and that's the main reason that I got this gun. So I'll show you guys my current carry gun. You've seen this on the channel over and over again. This is my current carry gun, and so of course this is just a 19. I have a few more things done to it. There's a review on my channel. It'll be up here in the corner. You can go watch it. I'm not going to talk about this one at all. This one's just going to be about the 47. But so with this gun, like I was saying, I can take, let's just go ahead and do it. So let's take this slide off. Then you have your 47 slide. So here's the big hype about this gun. This is why this gun is so cool, and this is why I got it. So this, of course, was my 19. Let me see. You can see it right there. Glock 19. This is my 19 Gen 5 slide that has the red dot on it, has serrations, everything like that. It's my 19, and look, it fits on there perfectly. It fits on there exactly like it's meant to be. It doesn't come out past the barrel. It fits on there exactly like the 45. So now you have a Glock 45 essentially, and you can do this with whatever 19 slide you want to, and they're interchangeable, so you can have exactly what you want. And so that's what I think is really cool about this, because this is what some people want to carry, and this just gives you the option to have 2 different slides maybe that you could just switch out for whatever your purpose is. So this will basically can give you 2 guns with just the one lower, which has never happened before in Glock, and it's something I think is very overdue, something that they should have did a while ago. Say I wanted to carry this and I was one of those people who wanted a larger grip with a smaller slide, I could take the 19 slide like I have on it right now, switch it over, and then I could carry this. But now also the same way. So this was my 19 frame. You can see, you can tell the difference in the length of the frames. There you go. You can see the difference right there. This, of course, is the 47 frame. That's a 17. This is a regular 19 frame. So you see my hand just barely fits on there, especially with this mag wheel. You can take your 47 slide and you can slide it on there just like that. And now you have a 40, or you have a 19L, a 19 long. That's what I think is so cool about this, is just the possibilities to change out the slide. And so now this is what I bought the gun for, because I wanted to have a 19 long for carry. I still might carry it in the full size configuration just because I can. But for right now, before I, get my double slide undercuts on there and get my mag well, but before I get these Cagwork slide release, I can just take this gun as is and I can carry it like this. So I don't have to worry about doing all this stuff to the bottom of this frame yet. I can just go ahead and slap it on here and have a 19 long, and it's just going to shoot a little bit better. The sight radius for the iron sights is going to be further apart, and it's as simple as just switching your slides right back. That's a regular 19 now, and then you have your 47. That easy. And of course, it does not come with the tape that I got on it and the TLR1. I had the TLR1 on there to show you guys something later in the video, but with this light, it makes it fit in my holster that I have. And then another thing, if you have not noticed yet, I have the new Glock Performance trigger in there, and I'm super excited to see how this works. I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit like how the break is. So you have just a little bit of take up. It's actually a decent amount of take up for some of the aftermarket triggers out there. It's not terrible by any means, but the break is what gets me. So you hit that wall, there's no mush, just a straight break, and there's not a lot of travel after the break. And then of course, the reset, it pushes forward pretty aggressively, and that's what I like about this, is it pushes forward right to the reset, and then the wall, the break again. And another great thing about this too is that if you look, the trigger does not stay depressed. So whenever you're dry firing, you can, pull the trigger a couple times to get some double taps if you're training for something or whatever you want to do. You can do the just more than one trigger pull, which I like that. Of course, it's not going to send the striker back and forth each time if you have one of those laser cartridges, but it's still there just to practice getting your trigger finger up, and I like that. So straight onto the gun. I'll go ahead and put the specs on the screen beside me. I know a lot of you guys aren't too into just getting over the specs, so I'll put the specs on the screen. You have the steel slide and the barrel with the polymer frame, just like all other Glocks. Still going to be polymer down here. You have, and this of course is a Gen 5, the MOS version. They had the serrations on front, which I'm glad they went with, because I know some first Gen 5s or like the 19X do not have the front slide serrations. So I'm very glad that they went with those. I like press checking from the front, and that helps out a lot. Even when I get this slide cut eventually, I'm gonna still have front serrations on there, just deeper ones than this even. So I'm glad that they went with that. Of course, you have your regular Gen 5 barrel that's supposed to be better than all the other ones. They're a match grade barrel. And then the MOS plate. And this is the second problem that I have with this gun already. And it's the same problem with the MOS adapter plates. They only gave you one. With this one, the MOS plate is plastic. It's not even the same material as the slide, and I feel like that's just a cheap way to go about it. I mean, it still looks the same. You can tell because it doesn't have the shine, but other than that, it's like the same exact color. I just wish they would have went with steel. I mean, you already got your plastic sights. So wish they would have went with the same material as the slide, or at least if the previous MOS plates weren't the same material as the slide, whatever material those were made out of. And other than that, you have your standard ambidextrous slide stop, so you can activate it from both sides, send it home from both sides. Other than that, it's basically just your regular Gen 5. So I won't go over too much of like the specifics so much. Like I said, they're on the screen so you guys can see like the weight, barrel length, and everything like that. I want to go a little bit in depth about what I've got on this gun so far. This is just going to be a simple overview and like kind of unboxing, a little bit of in-depth review on what the gun looks like and stuff before we go actually shoot it, because I've not shot this gun yet. I want to talk a little bit about the purpose I'm going to have for this gun, because I feel like whenever you buy a gun, you should have a purpose for it. You shouldn't just go buy a gun. You should know what you're buying it for, and it could be anything, whether that's just range fun, a new carry gun, a new competition gun, a toy just to mess around and build and see what you can do. You know, there's different reasons, and you need to find the reason before you go get your gun. And this is going to be my new carry gun, and I went with this because I was thinking about getting a 17 anyways, because I can carry a little bit bigger gun, and I'm of course going to be able to shoot better with a little bit bigger of a gun. So I went with this because it's the same size as the 17, but it has more options to interchange, and it's the newest one. I wanted to see what it's about, what all the hype's about. So that's it. I really just wanted to give a quick overview and talk about this gun and the purpose of this gun. I think it's a great idea, something they should have did a while ago. Your MSRP of this is going to be just like other guns. I believe I picked it up for $640, and that was in store, so I paid a little bit over $700 for a background check and tax and everything like that. It's still a brand new gun too, so you might be able to get a deal finding a used one, but it hasn't been out long enough for them to be super old by any means. I think it's got a great idea and a great concept behind it, but you know, we'll have to shoot it and see how it is. I'm sure it's a Glock is going to shoot the same way as all my other Glocks, just a little bit better than say a 19. But once I get the undercut on here and I want to stipple it and cut the slide, then I think I might be done with it. Like I said, I want to carry this gun, so I don't want to make it look too flashy. I want it to look just like this and shoot just like this, just bigger, so it'll be a little bit better to shoot. But yeah, that's everything. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to go to dsmgear.com, use code YouTube10 in all caps for 10% off your purchase. And that's just for you guys being subscribers, just to help out a little bit. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Bow!